Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another YouTube video. Allincrypto here, and today we are going to be reporting on the breaking news headlines that Ripple has been hacked. Now, Ripple themselves have not been hacked, and the XRP that Ripple custody as a company has not been compromised. Actually, where this news headline has circulated from is all to do with Chris Larsen and his own personal XRP holdings and an unauthorized transaction taking place to the tune of over $200 million, likely by a hacker that has been moved over to a number of exchanges. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at Chris Larsen talking about this himself. If you're wondering who the hell Chris Larsen is, he is one of the founders of XRP along with Brad Garlinghouse. He was one of the individuals that the SEC lawsuit was against: Brad, Ripple, and Chris. We're going to be looking at what he has to say on this, and of course we're going to be looking at what kind of broke these headlines in regards to Zach XBT, who is somebody that's well worth following, somebody who keeps very up to date with on-chain analysis and kind of, I guess, highlights any potential dangers as a result of that. He, of course, broke this news, but let's start things off with the tweet of Chris Larsen actually talking about what's happened to kind of put people's minds at ease. We'll also, towards the end of the video, look at if this has had any effect on the price. And as we know right now, Chris has actually got in touch with these exchanges to freeze these funds, which is kind of a little bit contradictory to the whole decentralized ethos of the crypto space. But of course, centralized exchanges are centralized and they can ultimately control funds, not your keys, not your crypto. So let's dive into it, guys, and let's take a look at the message, the tweet that essentially broke today, around about 30 minutes ago. And this is from Chris Larsen himself. Yesterday, there was an unauthorized access to a few of my personal XRP accounts, not Ripple. So Ripple has not been hacked. I've seen that headline circulating. It is not a truthful one. But of course, we know that shock factor and wow factor sell when it comes to the media and headlines. So we were quickly able to catch the problem and notify exchanges to freeze the affected addresses. Law enforcement agencies have already been informed. And of course, this was essentially highlighted by the, I believe, very well worth following Zach XBT. It appears Ripple was hacked for 213 million XRP with a market value of $112.5 million. So he goes and highlights the source address, and then he says, so far the stolen funds have been laundered through Mexi, Gate, which is Gate.io, Binance, Kraken, OKX, HTX, HIT, BTC, and so on. And he is showing you the on-chain reference here in regards to the wallet itself, the XRP wallet, and where those funds have been moved and when. And you can see he gives a breakdown amount, and then he gives the date and time. So this has all occurred on January the 30th, and it's taken place around about, or there's a variety of different times, starting from 11 a.m. all the way down to 10 p.m. And of course, the headlines that are circulating on this are pretty wild. He then goes on to look at the theft addresses, and then he posts the update, which we have just looked at from Chris Larsen. So I guess this was just a video to get out there very quickly before, you know, like a game of Chinese whispers with this sort of stuff. Ripple themselves have not been hacked. It's actually some of Chris Larsen's personal XRP wallets that have ultimately been compromised, and it's likely that a hacker somehow has been able to get into these, drain them, and then send them to a number of exchanges to try and get rid of them. Let's talk a little bit about the XRP price before I love and leave you. Remember, we have been doing 2 videos now where we've highlighted the kind of macro opportunity, the pattern that we've been in since 2017 and what that may potentially set up for a little while now. We made 2 absolutely hit videos, and I think it's important, and one of the concurrent themes I've noticed with the comments in those videos is people want me to keep them up to date on this. You know, we've said it now publicly that we're actually bullish on XRP. We aren't just going to back away. We're going to actually watch to see if it plays out and follow it through. But you can see largely there's been absolutely no effect on the XRP price. Today is generally a down day for the cryptocurrency market. Remember, if you guys aren't already subscribers to this channel, do subscribe. We keep you up to date on the not just crypto markets, but general markets every day at 1 p.m. UK time. And we have looked at the kind of uncertainty in the market at the moment going into FOMC with all the other kind of macroeconomic points coming in. We did have ADPs in the US today, which has seen the dollar soften up a little bit. It was well under expectations. And ultimately, you know, that's potentially going to factor in or be a front runner to non-farm payroll that comes on Friday. So we haven't really had much of a movement. This is a daily candle, and actually we're seeing a big wick. And I would assume that this is because those funds haven't actually been sold. They've been transferred to the exchanges. The exchanges have been let know, and ultimately those funds potentially have been frozen. Exchanges do pay a lot of attention to on-chain data, so they might have picked them up this up themselves. But that's all I've got for you in this video, guys. Just a quick update on the Ripple hack. It's actually Chris's personal account that has been hacked and compromised. And those funds, as we know today, right now, at the moment of recording, haven't actually been sold on the market yet and will likely be recouped, certainly if they have been successfully frozen. That's all I've got for you guys. If you've enjoyed the content, like is appreciated, so as a comment, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.